Well, WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live in Baltimore with a local veteran's efforts to get his friend and translator out of Afghanistan. It must be very upsetting, Mike.
Very much so, Denise, but he did succeed. He had to go beyond the bureaucracy of the U.S. government. Now, his translator is headed to Paris. He hopes he'll soon be able to join him here in Maryland.
If I didn't support him with every ounce of resources that I have at my disposal, I don't think I'd be able to look myself in the mirror.
Marine Corps veteran Mike Wilson worked for weeks to get his translator out of Afghanistan. The two served side by side in combat in the Helmand province for 2 years.
He was assigned to me specifically to act as my eyes, ears, and voice in that mission.
That translator, Wilson asked us not to name him for security reasons, was finally able to get out of the Kabul airport just before the deadly bombings.
So I told him at one point, like, man, I wish I could just give you a hug right now, because what you're about to do and navigate the city through all of these Taliban checkpoints and violence and exposing that to your children, I just wish I could give you a hug before you take off. And he responded and he was like, you know, brothers will hug in 6 months.
He was able to bring his wife and 2 young sons along and texted these pictures to Wilson before he escaped Afghanistan. But Wilson says despite his translator's work helping the Marines, which led to him being a target of the Taliban, Wilson and others were not able to get through the red tape to secure his departure. He had to turn to the French government to make the flight out possible.
You can understand how disheartened I was when he was turned away by Marines at the gate who he had served in combat with years prior, and that it was the French who actually accepted him and got him out of the country into safety.
Now, Wilson is a native of Anne Arundel County. He joined the Marines shortly after 9/11. You may notice that U.S. and Maryland flags are at half-staff right now. That is to honor and remember those who lost their lives in Afghanistan yesterday. Reporting live downtown, Mike Helgren, WJZ.